and welcome back to our Fashion How-To series. In this video I'm going to show you how to insert a simple channel zip. So I have my two pieces of overlocked fabric. Okay, so they might be two panels of a zip, for example. We have a zip pull and we have a stopper at the top and at the bottom of the zip. You'll also notice there's about 1 centimetre of fabric at the top. Never cut this off because that's going to perhaps go into a facing or into a waistband, and you want to have a nice neat finish. What I want to do first is just place the zip on the garment pieces and make sure that the top of the zip is level with the top of your garment, and I'm just going to put a pin above the end of the zip just to mark it. Now you might have a notch on your garment that will denote that position. I'm just going to measure 2 centimetres with my tape measure. And normally it would be 1 centimetre, but just to be a little bit more generous while you're getting practiced at inserting zips would be a good idea. Use the knee lift to raise the presser foot, and I'm just going to put the fabric underneath. I'm making sure that the needle is level with the pin that is going horizontally as well as those that are going down the seam. I'm going to remove this pin. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this thread when I first start stitching, and I'm going to back tack, pressing on the up, and then I'm going to sew my seam. I'm just going to back tack and bring the work to one side and snip off. So now that we've closed this seam up to where we want to insert the zip, we are going to just open up that seam just as we did in the plain seam video or open seam video. And we're just going to, having blasted the seam out of the iron, we're just going to open that up. So just make sure that you're going to continue that 2 centimetre seam allowance. If you're not sure, just put a pin in, and then we can press the rest of that seam allowance. I've already explained about the different parts of the zip. So what we're going to do is put the zip right side up, and we're going to place our garment over the top. And remember, as I said to you before, that the top of the zip tape should be at the top of your part of the garment. And what we need to do is just make sure that we position either side of the pressed panel down the centre of the zip. And then what we're going to do is going to put pins, first of all down one side, and we're going to pin at right angles to the seam that you're going to sew. If you prepare your work well at this stage, it'll make all the difference when you come to actually sewing your work. So we have to change the foot for one of these zip feet. So one has got a little hole on the right and one has got a little hole on the left. Okay, and it's really for you to decide which one you're going to work with. Now you must make sure that the sewing machine is switched off, because we don't want to risk injuring ourselves. Raise the foot, this lever here. You shouldn't have to unscrew it completely, just enough to be able to take that away. Put that to one side, don't lose it. And then we're going to place this foot in its place. So we're just going to tighten up the screw to hold that firmly in place, because you don't want that becoming loose. So you can just see how this is almost like half the foot, and how the needle will fit into that little gap there in the foot, and that will allow us to get nice and close to the zip. Now I'm just going to remove this pin, and I'm just going to pull this zip pull down a little way, and that will enable us to accommodate the bump that you would otherwise have to work around when sewing against this zip pull. Now what we're going to do is sew about 5-6 millimeters away from the centre. Okay, so we just need to back tack. And we're just going to start sewing, and then I'm going to just pull that zip pull back up once we're beyond it, and we're going to take the pins out as we go. Remember, this is the point that we're aiming for. So as we approach, we're going to take the pin out. Now, we're going to put the needle down in the fabric, and we're going to lift the presser foot with our knee, and we're going to pivot and lower the presser foot again. So we're just going to go across, and you can use the flywheel just to make sure that you don't overshoot. And then again use the knee lift to raise the presser foot and pivot so that we can go up the other side. And again, we're going to take the pins out as we go and sew up the other side of the zip. Now again, as we approach the zip pull, we can just move that down and then sew the rest of the zip in place, remembering to back tack. Just make sure that the pulley is in the up position, knee lift, and bring the work away. So here we have finished stitching in the zip, and if I show you the inside, you can see that it's sewn nice and neatly, avoiding the little stopper at the bottom of the zip. And if I turn it through to the right side of the garment, the outside of the garment, you can see, well, actually you can't see the teeth of the zip at all. And this is your channel zip. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to finish garments with hems.